His practice sessions in Rod Laver Stadium gave every appearance that Novak Djokovic would be sticking around to defend his Australian Open tennis title. But the government was not prepared to accept a judge's decision that he could stay. On the eve of Monday's Grand Slam event, Alex Hawke, Australia's immigration minister, issued an order to cancel Djokovic's visa on health and good order grounds on the basis that it was in the public interest to do so. The government does not believe Djokovic had a valid medical exemption for being unvaccinated, and in a country with strict vaccine rules, there is wide support for keeping him from playing.
I just think it's really unfair that people that are considered sports people get treated differently to everybody else.
It's not over yet. Djokovic will be taken to his lawyers Saturday, and a higher court will hear his appeal on Sunday. His supporters hope for one last reprieve.
It's an absolute outrage. The man just wants to play tennis.
The Australian Open draw is already set. 128 players have qualified for the first round, and Djokovic is at the very top. He's the number one seed. If Djokovic is forced out, it will be a big loss for the tournament. A former number one in tennis sympathizes, but only to a point.
Yeah, in a country like Australia, you need to be vaccinated to come in. Ultimately, people, have to make their own choices. But there is also consequences sometimes.
Djokovic's decisions, not getting vaccinated, not isolating after testing positive, and not submitting an accurate account of his travels, all threaten to tarnish his image.
There's a whole string of other assumptions and sort of examples of arrogance and entitlement that he and his team and his parents, promoters and so on, have been making throughout the whole fiasco.
A fiasco for everyone, it seems, including the Australian government's handling of the case. Djokovic hopes the federal court will decide his fate on Sunday, just hours before the first serve in the Australian Open. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.